What's up, everybody? Welcome to another review episode of Spicy Adventures. Review and update. So, it's been 10,000 miles now since I've had the car. I've driven 10,000 miles since February. February 15th was the day that I bought the car. The day after Valentine's Day. So, Valentine's Day gift to myself. And 10K miles later, this is what she looks like. So I picked up these stock FL5 wheels from a guy in LA, San Pedro to be exact. And yeah, they're pretty mint. One wheel was a little bit bent, but I got that straightened out. You couldn't really tell unless you put it on the balancer, and you can kind of see it like wobble a little bit. But there was a local shop here in the Bay Area, in the Santa Clara area, that was able to straighten it out for me. And they are called Wheel Repair Performance. They are called the Silicon Valley's most trusted wheel and tire performance guys. So yeah, go check them out if you haven't. If you need wheels, tires, curb mark fixing, any of that good stuff, they're a very reputable shop. When I pulled up, I saw nothing but like high-end cars there, and the shop doesn't look like much, but man, there was like Porsches and BMWs and other high-end sports cars there. So pretty cool. And they got me in and out in an hour and straightening the wheel out, and they unmounted the tire, put the tire back on, balanced it, yeah, all for 150 bucks, and I was in and out in an hour. I got there after work and I got in and out. But what do you guys think? I love the way that the FL5 wheels look already, and now that I have them in this gold color, oh man, it speaks volumes to me. I think it's pretty sweet. Also bought new tires, because the tires that it came with were pretty crappy. They were like 265 30 19-inch like Nexen tires, and they just weren't doing the job. So I ended up getting Continental Extreme Contact, the DSW 06 Plus all-season tires, because I already had a summer performance tire with my Michelin Pilot Sport 4 S's. So and then I already have my track tire on my Enkeis. So yeah, I wanted an all-season setup, and I wanted something more plush, daily drivable. So I went with a 35 series, and look how meaty this tire is. 265, still the same stock width, but 1 series taller on the sidewall, 35 instead of 30. And I think she sits beautifully now. It looks so good. Like the wheel well is completely filled up, doesn't rub. And yeah, I'm loving the comfort level. Yeah, it's a little more plush now. I have a little more sidewall, so it feels a little more comfortable around bumps and dips, and it lifts the car up a little bit. And my mile per hour is barely off, like about a mile or an hour or two slower. I'm rolling, which makes sense because I'm at a bigger diameter now. So if you don't know, if you run a smaller diameter wheel and tire setup, your speedometer is going to be reading like you're going faster. And if you go with a bigger diameter setup, then your speedometer is going to be reading like you're going slower, because you have more circumference that you're spinning, and in turn the computer thinks you're going just a little bit slower than you actually are. But it's fine. Like I said, it's barely a mile an hour or two difference. When I've rolled by some of the radars, it says I'm doing 52 and I look down at my dash and it says I'm doing 50, right? So yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. That's pretty good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm still running the spacers on this setup as well to make it look really good, because, you know, why not? Yeah, so now this is my third set of wheels. Like I said, I got the NK RTC 5s in white. Then I have the stock FL5 wheels in black, and now I have the stock FL5 wheels in this gold color. And the official name of this color, if I can find it again, from the guy that I bought it from. Let me see here. It's called Waltz Gold. Waltz Gold. It has a satin clear overtop. So it's not super glossy. It's got this nice like satin kind of finish to it, and I love it. Waltz Gold, satin clear overtop. And these tires, boy, I tell you, you know, I've seen a lot of the East Coast guys running these Continentals. They swap out the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's for these because of their all-season capability. But man, I tell you, they grip really well for being an all-season. I mean, they are a ultra-high performance all-season, so you know they're made out of a soft compound, and you know I should be able to get about 50k miles out of them. My Michelin Pilot Sport 4s have about 25,000 on them, and they still have some life left. And my NKs hardly have any miles on them because I don't really roll with those. Still waiting to do a track day / autocross with them. But yeah, I'm loving it, you guys. I'm loving the way it looks. Let me know what you guys think as well. But I take you guys on a ride here. I'm getting ready to go roll by a photo shoot right now from this guy called Seen On Skyline, and he's doing a public shoot today on Highway 9, so I figured I'd roll by and let him get some shots of my car. I got these stupid little stains. I hate these little things that drop. But let's go. Yeah. Continental Extreme Contact DSW06 Plus. They are more than adequate to handle the road and to still give you a very sporty driving experience. I absolutely love them right now. They are super good. I needed to get some new tires because I have a road trip to Washington coming up in about a week or so. And yeah, so I was like, let's get a brand new set of shoes for my baby. Yeah, but 10k miles now out of this bad girl. 10k miles now, and I said I bought it with 17,000. Now I have 27k on her, and it's just beautiful still. Oh, gotta love that AWE exhaust and that PRL Stage 1 intake. I'm running on comfort suspension right now with my individual mode. I still like comfort the most for daily driving. It's the most compliant for daily driving. But even in like plus R mode now with these 35 series tire, it's pretty good. Let me put her in plus R mode right now so you guys can kind of see. You guys will see a little bit more bouncing from the camera now. But she's still very compliant. 35 series tire. She feels a little more floaty, but like nothing crazy, you know. A couple sport bike riders out. So we're around the big U here. Yeah, we're still pretty bouncy in Plus R, you know, and I have the Integra ADS module as well, but it's very livable. I wouldn't mind rolling around like this all day, but I still like comfort a little bit better. Sport is pretty good. When I put her into sport, it's a little less bouncy than this, obviously. But to be comfort is still where it's at when it comes to just daily driving these mountain roads. Oh, the sun beaming down through the trees is beautiful. And go back into individual. So here's my settings again. Well, if it'll show. It went away for some weird reason. There's my settings. Engine plus R, steering plus R, suspension comfort. Engine sound doesn't matter anymore because I unplugged it. And rev match is on, and my gauge is in plus R. Have a listen. So good. If you get an intake and an exhaust on the FL5, you have to unplug that artificial engine sound box. Like, I did it pretty soon after I bought the car, you know, because I ended up doing the open valve mod, fuse box mod thing, and but I knew I was gonna get an exhaust anyway, so but I did it just for kicks and giggles. And you know, I thought she sounded a little bit better with the stock piping and stuff, but nothing like this, nothing like with putting in this intake and exhaust. I have a PLM downpipe that I need to install as well, and their cooling plate. So yeah, those additions to go on in the near future. Look at these tires grip. Look at that. They have immense grip for being an all season. Even on this little off camber turn. Oh man. They have such good grip. I am really impressed by these all seasons. And right now, if you get them, you get a $110 mail-in rebate, and if you apply and get the Continental credit card, it's a $90 on top of that, so you get $200 rebate. I paid about $1,400 for them, so I'll be getting about $200 back, so $1,200, not too bad, right? So yeah, in this size, 265, 35, 19. But yeah, 10,000 miles since March. Yeah, I do quite a bit of driving, you know. I drive to work a lot, and, you know, road trips, right? I drive to Fresno quite often, my hometown. You know, I drove to LA to pick up these wheels, and now I got this big old trip in Washington coming up, and with my buddy Dan in his BRZ, so I can't wait to do that. That'll be really fun to do. We're gonna go to Mount Rainier, and of course I'll be bringing some content with me on that. Quite a bit of fast guys out today. It's Friday evening, so kind of expected. My favorite thing about the AWE exhaust is the little pops and bangs it has, especially when you're kind of just putting around. It has these little tiny baby like bangs and stuff, which is super fun. Yeah, it's just the tiniest little burble when you're shifting. When you shift from like first to second, you hear this little poof, 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 and it's so fun. But yeah, man, this tire and wheel combo, you know, I love the way the FL5 looks with 19s, right? Yeah, with the 18s, like, they're cool and everything with like the 18s, but with the 19s, the car looks so much better. So I wanted the 19s to kind of be my daily setup. I didn't want to, you know, I love the way that the FL5 wheels look, so I didn't want to get like another set of aftermarket wheels. I definitely wanted a bronze set, you know, having the black, the white. I wanted one more off color, so the bronze set seems to mesh perfectly with what I wanted to do. You know, and I was looking at a lot of bronze aftermarket wheels, like Rays and Mugens, some Volk TE37s, right? Looking at all kind of stuff, CE28s. But I was looking at those prices and was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I want to spend that much on a third set of wheels, you know. So yeah, but here I am now with the third set of wheels, and they are, you know, the stock wheels, and they were bronze, so like I couldn't pass it up. It just seemed like the perfect opportunity to pick them up, because the guy was selling them at a decent price. He wanted $1,200 for them with the tires, but I told him I was coming from the Bay Area. I asked if he could meet me halfway, and he was like, I tell you what, if you drive all the way down to San Pedro, I'll give it to you for $800. So I was like, sold, call it done. So I told him I'll be down there on my next day off. So it was on a Friday a few weeks ago, and I drove on down there and picked him up. He's the owner of Troy's Burgers in San Pedro, and yeah, super happy with it. Super happy with it. I love the look, and being able to put on some new tires for this road trip is awesome, you know, because, you know, the Michelin PS4 S's were, you know, they still have about 5-30 seconds left on them, but, you know, they are getting kind of low, so I wanted to swap them out, put on something newer that I didn't have to worry so much about, you know. Yeah, so here I am with these Continentals now, and yeah, and I love it, and I love it. So we're gonna park here for a little bit. I don't know if you saw the guy setting up on the Highway 9 there, but he was setting up, getting ready. So we got about 15 minutes to spare here before he starts his public photo shoot, and I'm gonna stroll along and let him get some shots of me, because I feel like that would be pretty fun. I got some pictures the other day from Crown Moto and Bay Moto Photo Those guys do an excellent job of taking pictures as well. But Seen On Skyline, man, he does some really good edits as well. So yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this short episode of Spicy Adventures. Just wanted to give you guys a small little update on what the car looked like now. Give you guys one last look, right, of what the car looks like and everything, and hopefully this inspires you other FL5 owners to you know, do some customization on you guys' car. I know it's a great car right out of the box, but nothing makes it feel like yours the way that slight modifications do. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your guys' day or evening and weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.